No, actually, we have three type of exams.
Yeah.
So the course is structured into have three type of exam. One exams which is average of your homework.
Yeah.
So you already submitted homework, group single and group homework. We need to review this. We need to sit together review this because so far you didn't make enough homeworks to evaluate. Okay. I promise you, and I told you yesterday that we have to discuss yesterday the homework of that you have to submit early, but we didn't have time to discuss it. So maybe today we will have a bit of time. So we need to think about this, like make one or two more exercises just to evaluate. And this I think it's represent 20% of the total. I think it's 20% of the total exam mark. And then you have, I need to check actually, maybe I can open it here. I think this is the one which most of all is. Yes, here you see. Actually, the reports, the homework exercises represent 20%. The group exercises represent 20%. And then end of the year in December, we will have 20% oral exam and we have a written exam 40%. So this is the original plan. So I don't know now what will change, but most probably maybe this written exam, if they insist to have an exam in the middle of the semester, we will split this into 30, which will be the end of the semester, like December exam, and then 10% for this exam that will be next week or week after. Okay. As you see here, I got more load, like 40% for the group working, just to make you more freedom to work together and get more mark. Good. So just keep your eye on this canvas and inform your colleagues that who are not here about this. Then we will go now to our lectures today. And I think our lecture today is very useful for you because it's not only useful as a part of the course, but it's directly useful for your master and PhD work if you will go for PhD, but at least for master. Simply because when you are working with master, most probably you will work with data, numbers, right? And you need at some stage to present this data. Okay? And as an advice from me, if you will keep active in research environment, if you would like to do PhD and postdoc and you would like to be an academician, or not academician, if you would like just to finish your career with master degree and that's enough, and you will go out, any academic work is concrete around figures. So if you would like to be good academic, if you would like to be good researcher, you need to communicate your idea with figure. Any researcher who are not able to communicate the ideas in figures, he so-so. And normally, as a person, for you, when you are reading an article, which is better for you, to read an article just plain text everywhere, or the article that has more figures, which is you prefer? Figures. So actually the people try to read things that has figure. So if you can imagine that your master thesis has very nice figure, has very nice drawing, the professor who are supervise you will be happy. and he or she will read the text and say, okay, I am happy with this. But if your thesis is just text everywhere, then he at the first step he will be, okay, I will read it, but not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow I have some task, okay, after tomorrow. But if you have something to attract the reader to your work will be read. So someone will read it. Okay? And the first thing to attract the reader is a figure. So for your case, if you buy a book, you just, scientific book, not just a story. You just go through it, see the figure, this is a nice figure, okay, I will buy it. So this is the first thing you sell to the reader. Okay, so this is why this lecture today and next week as well is important, because it will teach you how to reduce figure from your data using Python. Okay, regardless if you would like to continue with the course as big data and you need to use Python in everything to create AI model and things like this, or just you can use it like standalone lecture in order to create figures for your book. Okay? Good. So what is the data visualization? As I told you that the exam, the written exam, will mainly focus on the first few slides in each lecture. So this lecture, for example, has few text at the first two slides, and this is the text where you or most of the questions in the written exam will come from. Okay, because it's theoretical. So what is the data visualization? Is a graphical representation of information or data. So what we did during the last 2 or the last 5-6 lectures is we was working with the data, we clean the data, and yesterday I told you this was the last session on cleaning the data. We still of course have few things, but again, like yesterday we didn't finish everything, right? There is still some challenge. But again, the basic here in this course is to give you the start point. Now you have a start point. Now you know that there is a challenge here, how I can remove the header of the rows and return it back. You know there is a problem here. And now you try to think how to solve it. But at least the course starts to put you, okay, how to think, and now you can write some codes. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, but you can fix it. So you have the basic to follow. So now we assume that you have a clean data, and I think all of you have the clean data because you are working with simple data, which is this 44 row and this 11 column. It's very simple. And now we need to visualize it. We need to see it. This can be by figures, can be by chart, graphs, map, drawing, hand drawing, so it can be by different way. Data visualization tool provide a way to present this figure and graphs. The things in data visualization actually, it's analyzed massive amount of information and it's help data-driven decision. Because when you are looking at number, you didn't get the picture out of them. But when you are looking at figure like this, for example, you see I have here some clusters. I can see the cluster is around this zone. The things here in the center is not so much. So you can get some information direct from the figure. And then it's easy for you to make a decision based on this data or based on this figure. Do you agree with me or not with this? Yeah. So for MATLAB or for Python, there is several databases or package or library that can be used for data plotting. We have Matplotlib. This is a very comprehensive one, and we will use this actually during the course. We have something called Seaborn, and this will be used in the very near future, in second or third lecture from now. We have something called Booking, and this is interactive plot, but it's hard to work with. We have something called Plotty Express. This is interactive, but it's easy to code. Something called Plot9. This is based on ggplot in Python environment, and Panda itself. So Panda, you know Panda? Who knows Panda? Okay, all of you. This is good. So Panda itself, which is a tool to analyze the data, the tool to handle the data, to work with the data, it has a package to plot the data. Okay, but actually we will focus on, we will use the matplot library, because it's a good library. So this is the one that we will use. This is few things about the matplot. Is one of the most powerful tool for the data visualization in Python. Matplot is incredible, powerful, and beautiful. It's produced 2D plotting. Of course, you can also use Python to plot 3Ds. It's easy to use, provide a hang number of example of tracking unique problem. And in 5 minutes, we will start to work with it. In order to get matplot library in your script, of course, you know this now. Now I think you are aware of that. You need to write import matplot by plot as BLT. So actually, when we are working with in the text, the figure itself will be BLT. This is the variable that is produced by this library. Okay, and this is the code in order to work with this, or to import this library into your code. It's the same code like Panda. So Panda is import Panda as BT, right, as data frame. So it's the same code, but just we replace it. So now you can start to imagine when you are working with Python, the first thing you import the libraries that you need in order to use. Okay. So for example, if you are using, if you decide not to use Panda and you decide to use this Seaborn one, import Seaborn as SE, for example, and then you will work with the SE in all the script.
Come across the word shell several times.
Shell, yeah.
Yeah, what is a shell?
What's the shell? This is a good question. The shell is the shell is this one. It's a command model. It's a command line.
And it's like a workspace for.
No, it's not workspace because you are young. In the old time, when we start to work with programming using BASIC and this script, we was using it. You know, it was no Microsoft at all at this time, and everything was based on this. So when you need to go and navigate your folders, you write dir. I hope it will work. This is a folder that in your computer. If you would like to go, for example, I would like to go for pictures, I write cd pictures. So now I am in the folder that's called picture. It's exactly as you are going by mouse and you double click and you go to the folder. Now I am in this folder.
So you can operate on your computer from
here.
From here.
Yeah, this is the shell. And you can control Python from here.
Oh.
You can control Python from here. So I don't know actually where I am saving the Python, but if you wrote the script, Tamer, the path of the Python, and then on the Python you say you wrote my file is the data file.py, it will run from here.
It will run the script.
It will run either it will run the script or it will open the program. Depend on the script. So the script can be standalone, it can be run automatic, so it can run from here, or you need to go and press it from the program, it will open it. But this is okay. You don't need to use this if you like. I need to go out, so cd dot it will return me back to the root, and then I can close this one. You don't need to use this, you can use this.
That's a shell as well.
This also can control as a shell. So for example here in the here it's called in the shell, where in the shell?
The Linux shell.
Linux shell, yeah, this one, because Linux is a bit old system, so they use this script set. But here you don't need to use the shell. If you would like, you can use it. So if you would like, you can go and you can set up and install the matplot from the shell. So what you can just go search where is your Python, where is your file folder that you save the environment of the Python, and you just go cd to this folder, and then you just write install matplot or pipe, like pipe install matplot, and it will. Or we can make it from here. We can make it from here. Okay, so if you don't have matplot, most probably you are having it, but if you don't have, you can just install pipe install, I think it's 1L, matplot library. I think install is double L. Yes, it's double L. Nareem. Okay. Just before you install it, you need to be sure that it's not there. So for you, Mariam, I don't know if you have it or not, but you just write pipe install matplot again, plot library lib.
It doesn't, because I tried to run the command and now it turns out I already have.
Yes.
But it's okay.
It's okay. Okay. Before you can run the command, you can write pipe list. You can just write this code, pipe list, in your shell or in your console or shell. Okay. Yes, now we have it. So, and then you will get all the libraries that you have, and then you can search for this matplot. So for me, I will go to the M letter. Yes, it's here. Matplot. Okay. So you need to check this before you install it, or you can install it direct. But in this case, once you install it direct, it will update the serial number. Like it will update a new library, or will get a new library. Okay, so you have it. You have it. You don't have
I
it.
can't find it.
You can't
But
find
what
it.
was? Can you say what you wrote?
Uh,
The library
pipe
list.
pipe list, pipe list. But if you don't have it, which I expect that you don't have it, this is why I asked about you. You just write this pipe.
Yep.
Install matplot like. I think it's written like this. Matplot like this.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It says it's an invalid syntax.
Why? It's running here. It's valid index. Maybe you write it wrong. Should work. Why? Why? Should work. I net float I install okay, pipe list why? Very strange.
I did this. I reset the. This has something to say. I was trying to clean the whole thing to just remove whatever I did before.
But this means this is not. Maybe you can restart this. It should work, right? It should work. Okay. And you already had this code before it working, so it should work.
Maybe create a new one.
No. But I need pipe list. Yes, it will work now. Yes, it's working. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can go and check this. Maybe you make reset. When you make reset,
Then I have to close it again.
no, it's just disconnect with the environment, so it doesn't see any package.
Okay.
So most probably is for this. But most probably you will have matplot because it's matplot. Yeah. Maybe it's older version, but at least you have it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
Good. So now we start the fun. Okay. Matplot is a collection of command style functions that make matplot work like MATLAB. In biplot, something called biplot. This is something we will get it from the matplot. So from this library, we will get another library, and within this library, we can create figure, we can create figure area, we can put axis name, title for the figure, we can make whatever we want. The most important thing for matplot is you need to create the figure, okay, and then you need to show it. And yesterday I discovered that you need to save it before you show it. Okay, so just remind yourself when you are working with matplot or with anything, if you didn't show it, it will not see. You can't see it. Okay, so you need to create the figure and show it. Be sure that you write the text or the code to show the figure. Okay, we can now start the fun. This is example of the figure that can be created by matplot. Okay, it can create like scatter diagram. It can be create like lines, histogram, bar chart. It can create like figures, x and y figure to show the equations, different equations. So can do everything. Good. So now we can try this one. So what we are doing now, we are just need to save this one, close this one, and then we imported the matplot. Okay, so this is the first line, and then we create our value. So we create like a series that include value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we create another series which is 0, 1, 2 until 25, and then it's easy. Use matplot to plot x value various y value. You see, it's very simple to create the figure. You need this one. Plot x value various y value, and then here plot show. But before plot show, we need just to save it. So we need to get this code from here. Plot save figure as figure 1 of your thesis. So this is the first figure in your master thesis. Okay. And then if we run this, okay, we got this message. But if we go now to this, where is the lecture? The lecture is here. Lecture 6. Yes, figure 1. This is the first figure in your thesis. Okay. So any question about the code? Very simple, easy. Actually, this part x, y, this is not part of the matplot. This is part of the function. This is the data that you imported. This is the rows that you have in your Excel sheet or in your data that you imported. This 45 row and 11 column. Okay. Yep.
So say you have a spreadsheet with 5 rows and 2 columns. If you put and you upload it or you create a variable that refers to that kind of spreadsheet.
Yep.
And you then put the variable in the argument where x values and y values is, will you then get a graph from that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So what we did yesterday is exactly what you did yesterday. You imported the CSV file into your environment or into your code, and then we start to work with the different rows. We start to say we need to account how many variable we need to print this. So actually you can get the row or you can get the column according to how you would like to plot. You can get the different column and you can save it in a variable X, variable Y, variable Z as you like. And then you can start to play with the plot. But the plot itself is very simple. Plot X value, Y value, save the figure and show the figure. Even you don't need to show the figure. Save the figure is enough. Okay? Any questions so far? Anyone try to do this and succeeded or failed? Are you trying, Mariam, to
Yeah, I'm trying now.
work it? Anyway, I will provide you after the lecture with the lecture itself and with the code.
But
Okay.
where did where? How do you know where
Oh.
the plot or the graph is saved on the computer?
Well, you can do two things. You can define here. You can define here the bus. I need this figure to be saved in the C folder, underneath this folder, underneath this folder, and call it like this.
So
Or you can just save it like this and it will be saved with the same script file. So
Oh,
actually I am here working with a script file called plot, and this script file in lecture number 6 here. This is our script file. Okay? And all the figures that will be created from the script will be saved here.
So if you haven't saved the plot yet, it's not saved anywhere.
It will give you, I think it will be saved in the main environment. So you need to save it in the folder that you are working with. Okay?
And when you define the path, you do it just the same way you do when you use pandas. Yeah.
So it's the same way exactly. So this is a way that to define the bus, like between bracket
Yeah.
and then write the bus.
Yeah.
And then you need to take care of the slash. It should be like this or like this.
Yeah.
Okay? Matplot also can plot just one series. Okay, so here for example, we imported matplot and then we gave a series 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we told him just plot. Okay, what he did, he started to use the index of this number and plot it. So actually 1 is 0 because 1 is with index 1, this is the first number. 2 is 1, 3 is 2, and 4 is 3. So actually he plots this number as a series again is the index. And as you know, the index starts with 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? But this is less important. No one just plot a series of numbers. Normally you are plot a series of number if you have like bar chart or histogram, as we will see in a second, or you have like XY, like 2 value. Okay? Now you can, from by plot, you can add text, add X label, use X label to add a label to the X axis. You can use Y label to add label to Y axis. You can use title You can use clear just to clear or clean up all the text. You can save figure, which we already used to save the figure. You can add legend if you would like to add a key to your figure. So you can add more. You can add colors, as we will see again in 1 or 2 minutes. You can add colors. You can add different lines. You can add more figure in the same blade or in the same figure. Okay. Good. So this is a very nice, it's function. So we have y1 and we have y2 and we have x, which is x. This is a range from -1 to 100 with interval 10, and this is the for loop that I tried to explain to you yesterday. So for I in x, so for each point in x, so it will start -10, -100, -90, -80, minus until 0, then 10, 20 until 100. For each step, for each number, apply this equation where y1 equal to I multiplied by 2, y2 equal to minus I multiplied by 2.
Isn't the if there are 2 stars, isn't that the exponent?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's exponent. Okay, and then this is function. This is, can be function for your master workings. You don't need to care a lot about this, but we are do care about this. Use plot to plot x against y1, and use it to plot against y2, and label x by x, label y by y, and then put the frame of y from -2 to 2000, -2000 to 2000, and make the x as a horizontal line, and make the y plot x value line like vertical line. Okay, like draw this line and draw this line and save the file. Okay, easy peasy, right? Yeah. Can go here. Just I need to comment this one. So we can comment like this. We can comment like this. This is if you would like to comment a set. You just put 3 quotation. Okay. Yes, here this is a code. We need to remove this code. Okay. Okay. So this is a code that it's written there. Import the matplot, create a series y1, create a series y2, and then x is a range from -1 to -100 to 100 with interval 10, and then y1 is I to the power of 2, y2 is minus I to the power of 2, and then plot x against y1, plot x against y2, label x, label y. This is the interval of y. Draw the horizontal line, draw the vertical line, and then save this figure. This is actually the second figure in your master thesis, and save it like figure 2. Okay? Save this, run this, done. It's done. We can go here in the same folder, figure number 2.
So when you're can you go back to the script?
We can go back to script. We need to have a break. Yeah.
Yeah, y1 and y2. So you're creating an empty storage.
Yes.
and you tell it to add into that
Yes.
storage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is how you have to think. Like, you know, first lecture we say the variable is an empty storage, and then you put it figure, it can be string, it can be word, it can be whatever you want. So what I do here, I create y1 as a box, y2 as a box, and then I create twice x, which is a third box, and then I start to do with this equation, fill this box. And after that, get the number from this box in order to draw our figure. So when you are thinking about programming, always think in boxes. You need to save your figure, you need to save your data in box, and then use it from there. Okay? Okay. So we can go further. Would you like to have a break? Yeah, okay. So maybe 10-minute break.